Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
Hello friends, and welcome to Fairfield Today. I'm Paul Jasson, your host. Thank you for joining us downtown in the lobby of Fairfield Federal, and as we tape today, just a beautiful day outside for a nice fall day. Is a fair right around the corner. We're all looking forward to that, we know. So good to have you here with us today. Going to begin by talking about one of the real, I think, gems of Lancaster and Fairfield County. Been here for over 50 years, 2,000 members. There can't be many groups or organizations that fit that criteria, but the one we'll talk about today does, and that's Olivedale Center out on Boving Road. And we have the director with us today, Carla Young. Carla, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So director, that's just one of your titles?
That's just one of my titles,
okay.
Yes.
And the others might be?
Oh, I wear many hats, so I do it all.
Yeah.
Sometimes even janitorial work. So
that's a true boss.
That's it.
I think one thing that, and we'll talk about Olivedale, kind of the history and some of that, but I think one of the things that some people may not know is that really you fall under the guidance, the overall boss of your organization is Lancaster Parks and Recreation.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Steve Gayfield is my boss.
Yeah.
Olivedale started out as a park. You may know the history. Olive and Dale shirts.
Yep.
They willed their property, 17 acres plus the house, to the city of Lancaster for the sole purpose of a park. And it was to be called Olivedale Park. And that's what happened. And then moving forward, a group from the Y called the Young at Heart group petitioned the park board to have their meetings in the house. And that started, and then they called the house Olivedale Senior Center. So moving forward then, community meals started. They were at the Y to begin with, and then they came over and asked if they could use our kitchen. So then in 75, we expanded the building to accommodate Meals on Wheels. And of course, Meals on Wheels has been growing and growing, and the need has been growing ever since. So again, in 2019, they moved to Cedar Hill.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's been a partnership for a long time. We celebrated our 50th year last year in 2022. They celebrate this year.
So 50 years of Olivedale actually kind of starting out there. I think Olive and Dale would be very pleased.
I think so too.
If they would have known that what they're in a super donation, you know, it's not a small thing. 17 acres is big by any measure, but I think they'd be very pleased that their simple donation of their land and their home turned into just an amazing place that it is today.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 2,000 members?
Just over 2,000.
Just over 2,000 members.
Yes.
And cost is relatively small, I believe.
The cost for an Olivedale senior membership is $24 a year, and that's prorated.
Mm-hmm.
So we get you into an annual schedule.
Okay.
So it might be a little more the first year, but it goes further.
In that membership, are there different levels, or is that the membership that gets you into everything that Olivedale has?
That's the membership for the Olivedale senior programming.
Okay.
Of course, you know that the Health and Fitness Center, the Lancaster Parks Health and
That's a
Fitness
big
Center
deal.
is there.
I don't know how. I know it's probably been over a decade now since I would imagine 20 years maybe.
96.
96. I know it's been a while. Remember the pool and
yes.
That's such a big deal
and
down there.
we've expanded that since Meals on Wheels left. We went ahead and made that entire lower level Health and Fitness Center. So we have so many exercises
you have
down
classes
there. Classes.
And you have people that give the classes.
Gym that has. We've expanded the equipment there. We have our exercise classes. We have Pilates. We have spin. We have suspension now. We have a bar class. Not the type of bar you think. It's actually like ballet bar.
I didn't say anything. That was all right. Now, does your membership include the gym, your basic?
The Olivedale Senior membership does not include that, but a lot of our members have Medicare type.
Oh, that's their gym
programs
then. That becomes
that pay
what's
for
that?
their
I
membership.
forget what that's
yes.
called. They're the silver sneakers kind of thing. Yeah.
Renew Active.
So that
Silver
qualifies
Fit,
for that. So if you
qualifies
have
for
that a supplemental, I think that comes off your
Yes,
supplemental. If you have that,
exactly.
probably you're covered because almost all of them do that
right.
now.
Exactly.
Right. Very
That's,
good.
That's very true.
So you've talked about some of the activities. I know, back to the Olivedale part of things, I know you have breakfasts out there, you have dances. My goodness, you keep very busy out there. You get a lot going on for the senior citizens.
That's right. Activity-wise, oh man, we have a bookies group. They
What?
read books.
Oh.
We have a coffee club. That's a financial discussion. We have our wood carvers, our quilters,
Remember they used to have Charlie's Chippers years ago.
and they used to be called that,
Yeah.
and now it's that they're still there.
Still evolved.
Still
going
evolving.
on. Very
yes.
good.
They meet about twice a week, and they meet over at the Hunter Center,
Okay.
the Hunter Building. Ping pong, line dance, all those things are Olivedale Senior programming. So
Just-
yes, they're very busy.
Just a
Our
lot
seniors
going
are
on.
busy.
Over there. Yeah. Well, with 2,000 members, and I know you take tours, you go different places, and
We have trips,
day
yes, day
trips. I know
trips.
you have day trips that go different places around within driving distance. I guess I know
Right.
I remember they used to go to Springboro, which was a
La Comedia.
It was a dinner
It's a
theater,
dinner theater.
kind of
That's
thing.
what they like, dinner theaters.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Yes.
One thing we wanted to talk about, I know you got a big deal coming up here, your Craft Bazaar on October 21st. That's going to be a huge deal.
It is.
It's a Hallo-thanks-mas Craft
correct.
Bazaar, and that means,
Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
which means all the crafts
inclusive.
for all of those
Exactly.
will be
all the
incorporated into
holidays.
this.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Olivedale's going to offer pancake breakfast all day long.
Ooh.
And we're going to have all kinds of baked goods.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think of everybody that's the vendors that have signed up so far, and we have about 30 vendors. And it's Christmas wreaths, crocheting, knitting. We have doll clothes for the American Doll.
That's one of the booths.
Yes, jewelry, paparazzi. There's all kinds of Scentsy is going to be there. So we've got all kinds of things coming in.
So there'd be no charge for that, of course.
There's
You'll
no
just
charge
show
for
up.
people to come in.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Now, what are the hours for that?
The hours are 9 to 2.
And is that a Saturday?
That's a Saturday. Yes, Saturday the 21st.
21st, October
Yes.
21st. Hallo-thanks-mas Craft Bazaar. So nobody needs to call or do anything. You just show up.
That's correct.
9 to 2, and
That's correct.
hopefully,
We're also
is
gonna-
the breakfast a fee for that?
There is a fee. It's
Okay.
$5.
Okay.
So it's we're also going to have drawings. We have 3 little gnomes that have been sitting in our window that they stand about this tall.
Sure.
And we had a member make them, and each
Are
one.
they ceramic or?
No,
Oh.
no, they're stuffed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So one is Halloween, one is Thanksgiving, and one is Christmas.
Perfect for this.
So we are raffling those off, and we'll have baskets to raffle off. And we've already started the raffle for the gnomes, because that was kind of a theme for us when we sent out the flyers. They all have the gnomes that represent Thanksgiving and Halloween and Christmas.
Talking with Carla Young. Carla is our director of Olivedale, which is out on, what's the address on Boving?
It's 253
253
Boving Road.
Boving Road. You can't miss it. It's a pretty huge building right
That's
there.
right.
17 acres out there.
And a lot of this information they can get on our website,
Which is
olivedale.com.
Olivedale.com.
Very
It's a good
simple.
website. I've looked
Yes.
it up. Got a lot of information. Very intuitive, even for somebody like me who is perhaps challenged on computers. Do it. And only got about a minute left, but I want to mention in the last few years, you have a nice veterans group that's
We
popped up
absolutely
out
do,
there.
yes. And matter of fact, on veterans, we have a luncheon
Veterans
for
Day.
them. It's not on Veterans Day. It's usually the Friday before, which is the 3rd.
Because lots of things are closed on the which is the 11th,
including us.
And I understand it. I'm okay with that. November 11th. That's it. But there'll be all information. They have a newsletter. Do members still get a newsletter?
They do, and that newsletter's on our website too, so anyone can read it.
Tons of information. Olivedale.com. October 21st. Hallo-thanks-mas Craft Bazaar, Saturday, 9 to 2, no charge. Be a breakfast out there all day from that 9 to 2.
Correct.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Anything else you wanted to plug before we get out?
I think that's it.
I think so many people
Just come
know
out and
about
see
that.
us.
Yeah, it's a great place to go. $10. $24.
Yes.
And then if you want some of the additional services, that would be additional too. Very good.
Exactly.
Olivedale, a wonderful place here in Lancaster, Fairfield County. You do great work out there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. We'll be back on Fairfield Today.
Fairfield Federal. When it comes to our customers and our community, we go above and beyond to help. Our people make the difference. Personal or business banking, whatever you need, we take it seriously because we know you do. Stop by today at any of our 3 locations and see why the difference is clear. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan specializes in banking that revolves around you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The staff that have been here know what it takes. They've been on the other side. They see what it takes to make someone comfortable, to make the family comfortable, and really what kind of support they need. And so I think that's what really makes Fairhope what it is.
Dagger Law has more than 110 years of experience in nearly every aspect of the law. When we're not just helping clients, we're helping the community. You'll see us at festivals, sporting events, and around town because we live and work here too. We are your neighbors, and we want to help you when you need it. When we help each other, we're stronger. Our community is stronger. Creating a strong, vibrant, healthy, and safe community is everyone's responsibility, and we take the responsibility seriously. We are local, we are trusted, we are experienced.
My name is Allie. I just became 14 years sober at the end of last month. Through the support of my family and friends, I got the courage to ask for help. And through treatment services and the recovery community, I was able to start my recovery journey. Now I get to work as a peer supporter and an addiction treatment navigator where I get to help the next sick and suffering. If you don't have family and friends that can support you right now, you can find those supports through treatment providers, the recovery community, and peer supporters like me. Every life matters, and your recovery is worth it.
This message is brought to you by the Fairfield County Adam H. Board.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our 2 locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Welcome back to Fairfield Today. Certainly want to thank Carla Young for coming in and talking about Olivedale. Again, one of the great places around Lancaster and Fairfield County, over 2,000 members. It's really a place to be reckoned with, so hope you can make it out to their craft bazaar coming up soon. Going to change gears a little bit. Last couple years, things have come back full tilt after kind of a shutdown for a while, a year or so. Things were either shut down or they were lowered to expectations a little bit, but now everything is back and running again, and one of those is the Lancaster Community Chorus. We've got the director, Clarence McCoy, with us. Clarence, welcome.
Thank you. My pleasure to be here.
Up and running, strong for, well, it's been quite a while now, so almost.
Sure, 2 seasons, 2 seasons back after our year away, and things are closer to being back to where they were prior to the time we don't mention, and things are good. The group is up over 70 singers again, and just going full tilt. So.
Well, you've got a concert coming up here soon.
We do.
It's a little bit off, Sunday, November 5th, out at the Crossroads Ministry Center out on West Fair, 2095 West Fair. I think everybody knows you got a big billboard right there on the side. You turn in there and you can't miss the big building back there.
Yes.
It's called Just Voices.
Just
which,
Voices.
I guess, from a musical standpoint, that means something is being left out because it's just voices. What won't we have
that is
as
correct.
we go to this concert?
We won't have anything that's not voices. Everything is a cappella.
Are you
for
talking
this
crazy
concert. I
here,
am talking
Clarence?
crazy. The entire program is a cappella. We've been discussing doing this program for a while, and it's a bit of a challenge. There's no doubt about that. And we're still a little early in our preparation for that. There's still some weeks to go, but we're making very good progress towards making that happen on November the 5th.
Well, that's interesting because I think back of all the programs we've talked about, which has pretty much been all of them over the years that you've had, never been one like this. It's completely, not for something completely different, this would be it.
Sure.
So you practice with the pianist, but then come showtime, she's just fodder.
We'll get starting pitches and that's it, and then we are on our own. And yes, we're beginning to take some piano away at practice and practice a cappella, and the group is very strong. We've added quite a few new singers this season, and I'm excited about that, and some very strong voices in the mix. And it's a varied program of a cappella. It's a lot of times when we do something to make it different, we add different instruments in. Last March we did a concert with a string orchestra, and we've done that a couple times along the way, and we add instruments in. This time we're taking the instruments all out, and we're doing it all with the human voice, which is capable of so many different types of sounds and power and emotion, and we try to provide a little bit of everything of that during the course of this concert. Yes.
So I guess that means that there's probably more emphasis and a little bit more pressure on dynamics because sometimes you're able to perhaps hide behind the drums and the piano and the music a little bit. Maybe that's what any choir can do with that. Let them be strong and stand out. But this time it's all voices, and it's just voices.
It really is just voices. And not only is it our voices with the Lancaster Community Chorus, we actually have a couple of guest artist groups on this concert as well.
And they sound wonderful.
And they're fantastic groups. We're doing locally, the One Voice Women's Barbershop Chorus is going to join us. Yeah, and they do a great job singing all those old barbershop favorites, so they do that. So that will be good. And then we're bringing in from Newark, the Land of Legend Barbershop Chorus, Men's Barbershop Chorus, and they're joining us. And so the way the concert's going to work is we're going to do a set, and then we're going to bring the One Voice Women's Barbershop Chorus in, and they're going to do a set, and then our women are going to join them, and they're going to sing a combined song, which will be fun. And then we come back and do some more stuff with just our chorus, and then we have intermission. Again, we come back with our chorus, we bring in the Land of Legend Barbershop Chorus, and our men's section is going to join them and do a combined piece at the end. And then at the very end of the concert, we're going to put all three groups together to do a couple of songs. It's just going to be an absolutely fantastic concert.
Well, that sounds kind of interesting. $10 remains the
$10 remains the
fee to get
exactly.
in.
And new this time, you can still get tickets from any chorus member, but new this time we are actually offering electronic ways to buy tickets. You can go online. We have an Eventbrite set up, and there's a link to that on our website, which is LancasterCommunityChorus.com.
Okay.
Don't go to .org because that takes you to Pennsylvania. .com, LancasterCommunityChorus.com, and there's a link there that you can buy tickets electronically, and we already have people taking advantage of that. So.
And it's a good website. It's a lot of information about the history of the chorus and where it's been, where it's going, a lot of things
recordings,
going on
that
now.
type of thing. It also has on there the opportunity to buy a season ticket. There's a form that you can print from there and send in and save some money. Instead of $10, it would be $30 for our 3 concerts. You can buy a season ticket for $25. So save $5 and know that you've got a ticket for all 3 concerts. And there's also the ability to link in to our Friends of LCC, which is our support group, people who donate money towards the chorus, help us cover our expenses, and allows us to do things like the orchestra we did last year and that type of things, more money than we can do with just ticket sales. So all of those things are available at our wonderful website or on our social media. We're on Facebook and on Instagram, and there are links to all of those things.
Have you seen the importance of social media with that? Does that prove to be important for the chorus?
It does. We do a lot of our advertising on social media, which allows us the opportunity to refine our audience, and you can choose like what age group, what geographical area that you want people to see your posts. And you can even link people who like music, people who like choir singing, like that. You can put those interests in there, and then they target your poster and send them to those folks so they get to see it. So hopefully people who would be interested in what we have to offer, and then we are able to spread the word to people who might want to hear it. So.
It's Sunday, November 5th, the Lancaster Community Chorus, Just Voices, and you were talking about on the website, communitychorus.com, you have some music on there of the group doing it from past concerts. And I was thinking, just in that retro thing, the fact that one of your groups is One Voice, we often talk about the genesis of Lancaster Community Chorus came. I think Mary Jo Stratton may have been the first director.
That is correct.
Of not the community of
the
not
Unity
the community
Singers.
Chorus, Unity Singers, but
Yes.
she was also the one that started the One Voice.
That is correct. So it's all interconnected.
Yeah. Now who directs them now?
Pat Shannon is their director now. Yes. So.
That they've been around 10, 15 years,
At least,
I guess,
yeah,
because
yeah.
I think she got into that as she evolved kind of out of community chorus. She moved and started that.
She had retired from the Unity Singers, and probably close to 10 years after that, she decided that she didn't want to be retired anymore, and she started another group and do something a little different. It would, exactly. She was an awesome person, and so she started One Voice, and they do great things. So.
Now tell us about this Land of Legend. I'm familiar with One Voice, what they've done, because they're a local group, but being out of Newark, not as familiar with the Land of Legend Barbershop Chorus. Their home place is Newark?
They're based in Newark. They're part of the Barbershop Harmony Society. It used to be the Society for the Preservation and Encouragement of Barbershop Singing in America or whatever. But they specialize in barbershop stuff as well. Their director is Billy Edwards, who is a member of the Lancaster Chorale, a longtime member of Lancaster Chorale, actually singing with our group this time as well, as directing the group for that. Does a good job with them, and they're excited to come sing with us. We're excited that people from our community will be able to hear them, and perhaps some of their people will come hear us. We like that cross-pollination, and that does good things, so we're excited about that.
So they're going to join. Have you heard any? Again, this is something from what I know about the Lancaster Community Chorus, something completely different from what you've done in all the years that you've been doing this.
Yes.
You've done tons of different kinds of community chorus, but they've all been with music. We understand that.
Right.
So this will be something different. What you get any comments from your chorus members about? I didn't sign up for a cappella stuff. I did blah blah blah.
No, I didn't. I haven't gotten that. I've gotten the. Are you crazy? I get that pretty often.
Well, that's not related to this.
No, that's not related. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's
right.
I get that everywhere, not just in chorus rehearsals. Yeah. But you really think we can do all this? And I think we've shown in the number of rehearsals we've had so far that yes, we are going to be able to do all of this. And we're doing a wide variety of a cappella music. Our guest choruses are basically doing barbershop stuff, and we're doing a couple of barbershop things with them. But the stuff that we're doing isn't that at all. We're doing everything from serious classical piece. We're doing Salmo 150, which is by a contemporary Brazilian composer. It's a setting of Psalm 150, obviously in Latin, very rhythmic. Some crunch chords in there and things like that. That's going to be fun. We're doing a song called We've Come a Long Way, which is actually a Nigerian folk song, but has been set in the Mennonite tradition in a cappella. They do all a cappella singing. Been set by one of the composers who writes for that group of people, and also just absolutely fantastic. Then we're doing an old spiritual, God's Going to Set This World on Fire, by composer Moses Hogan, late composer from New Orleans. Great spirituals. We've got that going on. We're doing a Barry Manilow tune. We're doing the song One Voice in addition to having the group One Voice there. We're doing an old 60s tune, Build Me Up Buttercup, an a cappella arrangement of that. And it's always cool when you set those pop tunes like that with just voices, providing all the rhythm and that sort of thing. Our guys are doing Hello Mary Lou, the old 50s tune.
You usually have guys do a thing and then the
girls do a thing, yes. And the girls are doing an old standard Carolina in the Morning. That's what we're doing that all together. And then we're closing our concert with a couple of songs. We're doing a barbershop song called Keep the Whole World Singing. That's kind of the official Barbershop Harmony Society song that they finish their events with. We're going to do that all together. And then a really nice setting of an Irish Blessing. And that's going to conclude our program all together. We're also doing another 60s tune, Stand By Me, with the full group. And
Spider Turner.
Yeah, exactly. There's just all kinds of great songs happening in here. I would like to talk a little bit about the rest of our season, if I might do that.
Sure.
I talked about season tickets being available. I'm using all exclusionary language. We have just voices. Our next concert is only all of us, and our third concert is exclusively 80s.
You're weeding a lot of people out
yeah,
here.
exactly.
Come on.
At least for those things. And actually, although the language is exclusionary, we're actually bringing guest artists in for all three concerts this year, which we don't normally do. Our middle concert, Only All of Us, will feature the Lancaster Handbell Ensemble and the Lancaster High School Chamber Singers.
Nice.
And we've got a great program set for that. And then a first for us, since we've been the Lancaster Community Chorus, we actually did this back when we were the Celebration Singers, but we're combining our 80s concert in June with the Lancaster Men's Chorus. So first time that we have all sung together. So that's going to be a fun concert, to put that all together. So that's our season, and season tickets are available at our website, LancasterCommunityChorus.com, as are electronic tickets for this concert, Just Voices.
LancasterCommunityChorus.com, everything that he just talked about, it's all on there. Very good website. Tickets $10, season $25. Save a few bucks by doing that. It's Sunday, November 5th, out at Crossroads Ministry Center on West Fair Avenue. Just Voices, a cappella, whole thing of a cappella. That'll be very cool, I think.
Going to be fun.
Clarence McCoy, the director, Lancaster Community Chorus. Thanks, Clarence.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us at Fairfield today.
Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.